Are we going to talk about the Packers? Yes, we are.
Da 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 da.
All right, let's talk about the Green Bay Packers. So, youngest wide receiver core, cheapest wide receiver core in the league. Also, really high effing ceiling for those guys. The Packers literally kind of threw their hands up and were like, let's see what we got at safety. Let's see what we got at wide receiver. And for wide receiver, they were rewarded heavily. Christian Watson, went to go see a hamstring specialist. Hopefully, is able to stay on the field because when he's on the field, he can be really, really good. Romeo Doubs, red zone extraordinaire. Bo Melton. Thank you, Seattle. Bo Melton looking real good. Jaden Reed, phenomenal last season. Dontavian Wicks, one of the best route runners, if not the best route runner on the team right now. There's so much excitement with this wide receiver core. They didn't add to it because they saw this. Everyone, I think, except one guy is under the age of 25. And we're like, yeah, we're just going to rock with this because there's so much talent there. And the question that I'm constantly getting is who's going to be wide receiver one? Who's going to be wide receiver one? And Love has come out and said this, and so is LaFleur. There doesn't necessarily have to be one. It's no, because any of these guys can be wide receiver one at any time. You saw Romeo Doubs, for example, in the Dallas game. You've seen that with Christian Watson. You've seen that with Jaden Reed. So Bo Melton was the first wide receiver last year on the Packers to have 100 yards in a game last season.
Yeah, they've got great depth. And if Christian Watson's hamstring is actually healthy, if that was kind of limiting him last year, he's kind of the X factor for me on your offense. I feel like he can be so good and so dangerous with Jordan Love. Why is Alex Mago listed as a receiver? Isn't he the backup quarterback?
I don't know why he's there. But this is not official though. They don't do official depth charts until later.
Yeah, but why do they have a quarterback at receiver? This is Alex Magoo from the USFL, correct?
I don't know, man. I want to ask. O-line.
Interesting. I just want to know. Did he really move to wide receiver?
Maybe they threw him over there. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is he that athletic? Holy shit.
I have not been following. Let's see. Yep, American football wide receiver and former quarterback. Yep. There you go.
How did I not know they moved Mago to receiver? I'm rooting for Alex Mago to be your leading receiver, Tom.
Hey, listen.
Nothing would make me happier than to see a former USFL quarterback,
hell yeah,
turned receiver, lead the team in receiving yards.
Offensive line. So Rasheed Walker, there's a lot of faith right now with him at left tackle. Josh Myers, a lot of Packers fans are still I don't know about him, and they're just going to put out the best five there. Obviously, they drafted Jordan Morgan. We'll see kind of where they're going to throw him. We had two breakout tight ends at different times. Luke Musgrave, they both drafted both at the same time. Musgrave had a great start to the season, got hurt. Tucker Kraft came in. He started to have a good season as well. So I like where the tight end room is. And then running back, this is where we got a whole bunch of new faces. Aaron Jones, gone. Josh Jacobs, though, love this, stayed back and was also in Wisconsin doing a whole bunch of volunteer work, hanging around the team, and is no, I saw what Aaron Jones was for this team, and I want to be that guy too, giving back to the community, being around the team. So love that. If he's healthy, they're going to be rocking and rolling with him. And then, as you highlighted, Marshawn Lloyd.
I think that's a solid draft pick. Could be huge for the offense. Josh Jacobs, it's nice that he's not a Raider anymore because I've always really liked Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
And now I can root for him to be successful.
God
damn it, Cole. Everybody unsubscribe to Cole right now.
It's true.
Son of a
we
bitch.
only saw them for half a season each, but yes, I'm curious to see what they're going to do there. AJ Dillon's come back and he's looking pretty jacked, but we'll see kind of what the roster looks like. So the offense comes down to Jordan Love, but if Love can have a similar amount of production that he did last year, this is gonna be a good offense.
Yeah,
And
Love shouldn't take a step back.
I'm so excited for them. The defense is where there's all the question marks, right? Because they have McKinney is the biggest free agent acquisition that we have had in a while. just for what the impact he's going to have on that team, because that was the other roster group where we just threw our hands up and go, I don't know what we're doing at safety. Let's just figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Getting McKinney there, who's in his prime, who's really effing good, that is a game changer.
Ooh, so, let me give you a question.
Yeah.
Whose health is more important to the team's success? Christian Watson, Eric Stokes?
Eric Stokes. It's Eric Stokes because that's like the big question mark right now.
Right, but Valentine was pretty good, right?
Valentine was pretty good. Yeah. I mean, Stokes he has that speed. He just hasn't played in like 2 years. He played for a hot second last year and then hurt his hamstring. So Stokes, again, the team seems to have a lot of faith in him. Like everything LaFleur says, a lot of faith in him. But yeah, we just got to see if he's going to be healthy. And then looking at what we did at linebacker as well, Quay Walker was the best linebacker we had last year. They draft Cooper. They draft Hopper. I'm really, really excited for Cooper and seeing what they're doing there. But we brought in a new defensive coordinator, too. You have Hafley, who's changing the scheme as well. So they're going to be trying to emphasize getting after the quarterback. I'm so excited for Rashawn Gary this season. We're going to see if Lucas Van Ness can have that breakout season. They drafted him really high, but he was just a really raw talent. And you saw flashes of it. Like at the end of last season, we're like, okay, like if he can develop that technique a little bit, he's going to be really good. But I am just cautiously optimistic about the defense because I've been hurt and burned so many times. So we just need to see what it's going to look like.
Yeah. Whenever I look like at a team's depth chart before like a football season starts, I can talk myself into that team being very good easily. It's like, oh yeah, this guy, like you could watch one guy who was kind of like shitty all season, but the game you watched, he looked good.
Yeah.
Like that guy's really good. Anytime it's like, oh yeah, this team has a ton of talent. And all the teams do. It's just so easy once you like see when you're looking at all the players, like, yeah, there are so many underrated guys on here.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Packers and the Lions have the most complete rosters in the North. The Vikings could be there, depending. They've got the massive questions at QB, and the Bears are getting there.
So, when it comes to standings,
how do we officially stack it?
I know that it's going to be I'll use a home. I think the Packers win the North. I think it's neck and neck with the Lions. I think they win the North.
Yeah. I think the Lions will win the North. I think the Packers will. Yeah, I think it'll be like a game difference between those two.
I think it's going to be right there. Like it's going to be neck and neck.
I'm going to go Vikings actually do finish third, and it's because Sam Darnold starts all season long.
Okay.
Sorry, Bears. Bears are going to be better. Bears fans are going to be optimistic, but you'll be in last place.
Okay. I got the Vikings finishing last. That's a hope and also a prediction. So I want to be very clear. Very clear. Be very, very clear. But no, I mean, dude, it's just, I mean, look at the last time the Packers played the Lions on Thanksgiving, injured, went into Detroit and whooped their ass. That's why I really wanted to see the NFC Championship game. Now, they came to Lambeau earlier in the season on Thursday Night Football, and they whooped our ass. So, like, that's why I wanted to have that rubber match, the NFC Championship game. It would have been so much fun.
Yeah.
But, like, now it's just, okay, they improved their secondary. Packers improved offense, definitely, getting some other weapons there. Defense, they made the change. They got rid of Joe Barry. If that defense can be a top 10 defense, even top 15, I would argue, especially run defense, the Packers are going to be a much better football team.
Yeah. If they can be an opportunistic defense too, like they don't have to be perfect, but that's very true. I watched a lot of teams look better than the Broncos. It's like, get that offense just another opportunity or two in games.
Yeah.
And I think that'll benefit them without having to be like, a defense that is top 5 in points allowed or any of that shit.
Exactly.
The Packers feel like they can score points next year with the best of them. The Lions can score points. So,
I mean, look at the Lions and the Packers, right? Both of those teams almost knocked off the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Yeah.
Like the reigning NFC champions. Both of them could have done it. So, like, the North is going to be a lot of fun. I would not be surprised if the Packers and Lions split. It's going to be competitive. And then you have 2 potential rising teams in the Bears and the Vikings. But we got to see what's going on with their QB situation.